It's normal for parents to be concerned, particularly if it's the first child off to school. I think the first thing I would ask our parents to do is to be sure to listen, but don't try to fix things. Give students the room to work things out for themselves. Secondly, I would ask parents to reassure their son or daughter, to remind them of challenges they faced in the past and how they've overcome that, to kind of reward and acknowledge the resilience that they have. Give them that confidence. Thirdly, I would ask parents to remember that our goal is to help their sons and daughters in this journey to self-reliance. They come in as adolescents, and we want them to move through the process of becoming young adults, finding their voice and finding that sense of who they are. And we really want our parents to be partners in that process, and so we ask you to remember that's our really goal. Parents know their sons or daughters better than anyone, and if they suspect or really get a sense that there's a serious problem, please don't hesitate to call us. Call the Dean of Students office, call my office. We're here to be assistance in those situations. Yeah, I think to help with students who are in that transition, I think one of the most important things for them to understand is they're not alone. It's really normal. This is an amazing adjustment, and it's a great opportunity, but it's both exciting and a little scary at times. And I think that to recognize that it may seem like everyone else has everything together, but they don't. And folks their classmates are really struggling in many ways the same way they are. The second thing I would say to a student who's feeling some difficulty in adjusting is to get involved. It's very clear, both from my experience and the research that talks about students who are involved are much more successful in college. Engagement in activities that they may be familiar with, things they did in high school, or try something new. Finally, I would ask students to really know and utilize the resources that exist on campus. We've got great colleagues on campus, the Dean of Students Office, our counseling center, there are Griffins, academic advisors, many people on the campus who deeply care about their success and we're willing to work with them to help them in this transition to school. It has been 30 years since I've been at Lehigh, and students have changed substantially, I think, in many ways. One, I think, most prominent way is the role of technology in their lives. It affects everything. It affects all of us in society, but certainly our students. We're the digital immigrants, the adults, and they're the digital natives. They grew up with it. It's where they make friends. It's where they shop. It's where they live. It's where they find information. If they've got a question, they're more likely to Google it than to search any other way. And so I think the role of technology and how it affects community has been a substantial change. I also think that the diversity of our campus has changed dramatically, and that's really for the better. And it's diversity in all forms, and it really enriches the student experience, enriches all of us, and it helps to augment the lessons they learn in the classroom.